All right, everybody. I am so looking forward to this. We're live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. This is Dr. Brian Prax here at Chronic Care Charlottesville. These are all for my patients, but since we got it on YouTube and Facebook, just want to do a quick introduction. I'm Dr. Brian Prax. I'm the author of this book, Reversing Neuropathy, Making the Impossible Possible. So you should be sharing my screen right now, which is showing me that I'm going live on Facebook. So let me actually go live on Facebook. We are covering the top 10 things that you can do to beat the coronavirus. So I am super happy that you're here. Let's get rolling with this thing. Just making sure right here that we're live on Facebook. We're going to have other people. Ooh, that doesn't look fun. Fetching video stream. We'll see how that goes. Well, let's get on over to my PowerPoint presentation, which should be right here. We'll let YouTube do its thing. All right, you guys, here we go. Presentation. Looks like we're up, we're running. And for those of you who are showing up later on a recorded, I am glad that you are here as well. So I'm Dr. Brian Prax. The topic of today is coronavirus. The top 10 steps you can take right now to protect yourself. Let's go on through here. There it is. Can everybody see that? That's the big bad monster right there. That is the coronavirus. This pandemic, this virus that's got us all in a panic. You know, we really have a pandemic. This virus is a pandemic, but we have a pandemic of fear and panic and anxiety. And those things are just wrapping all of our minds onto social media. And people are going crazy on YouTube and the media, and it's everywhere. Everything is shut down or shutting down, and it's just freaking us out. So today is going to be all about relaxing. Let's get calm. Let's figure out how to beat the coronavirus. Next page. All right, I had to put something in there. We're from Charlottesville, Virginia. We are big Who's fans. And for those of you who don't know, the Who's are the nickname for the UVA Cavaliers, the men's basketball team. So if you don't know, now I'm going to tell you, they were the champs for the NCAA tournament last year. The champs, the best in the nation. Go Who's! But anyway, they are known with their coach, Tony Bennett, to have a pretty impenetrable defense. The name of the defense is the pack line. And UVA is so good at their defense, it's unbelievable. They make it very, very hard for the other team to score a bucket. And in basketball, kind of like soccer and hockey and many other sports, the idea is that you make more baskets in their basket than they make in yours. So there's really two ways to look at it. There is have a great defense, which UVA specializes in, top of the nation. So don't let their ball in your basket. And at the same time, you also have to have a great offense. It doesn't matter how great UVA's defense is. If they don't put buckets in the other side, they are not going to win. Okay. And here's another thing. Even with UVA's, the most efficient pack line defense in NCAA, at least was, okay? That efficient defense still has to score. So I'm hearing some noises there. If you all can mute your phones, that would be great. You should be able to go down and mute. In fact, maybe I have the power. Let's see if I have the power. I have the power right there. We're muting everybody. All right. I just muted you. Look at that power I have. So back to UVA's defense. They're so good at stopping, but at the same time, they have to have a good offense of putting the ball in. So how they win, they put more balls into their basket than they stopped on the others. So that's the same with the coronavirus. If we're going to beat the coronavirus, we do need to have a pack line defense. And here's the good news. You all know what the pack line defense is. What can we do to stop this virus from penetrating? Social distancing, okay? 6 feet. I'm not going to go too deep into this because just open up any web browser, turn on any social media, you're going to hear about don't gather in large places. 10 people, now it's 5, now it's 2. What is it? We want to be far away from the virus. When you sneeze, sneeze into your arm, not your hand, because you sneeze here, virus here, rub it on your eyes, and you're gonna put it on door handles, etc. Okay, so we want to think about having a defense. If somebody's sick, stay away from the sick person. If you're the elderly, certainly if you're elderly and you have immunocompromised, that means cancer, obesity, that means heart conditions, if you had a past history of stroke, if you have high blood pressure, cholesterol issues, any of these things, particularly with being elderly, puts you in a high risk category, which means you've really got to get your pack line defense out. Okay, but that's all defense. That's helping to not be around the virus. But it still is pervasive. Just like whoever we played, Texas and all the other teams we played, they're also really good at getting in. Okay, you can't watch every single doorknob and how many times, oh my gosh, I just touched my face. And how many of you just washed your hands? I did. Okay, but we can't stop every single germ, bacteria, and virus from entering. So we have to have a good defense, but we have to have a good offense. So we need to be proactive. The only cure for coronavirus, here it is, the only cure is our own immune system. The good news is that our body has been given the ability to self-heal and to fix viruses and to battle bacteria, fungus, mold, and all these other things that come in. So we're going to talk today about your offense, okay? We're going to talk today about your proactivity, things that you can do. So I do have my own top 10. Let's get into Brian's top 10. So Letterman's got his, Sports Channel has their top 10. I got my top 10. Top things you can do to build an unbreakable immune system, or at least to reduce your risk for getting coronavirus and the influenza. By the way, coronavirus is coming at the exact same time when we're typically peaking on the year's flu and influenza virus. So the information that I'm about ready to tell you is going to help you with all things virus, bacteria, and everything else. Okay? So top 10, here you go, Letterman. Here's my top 10. Number 1, don't panic. Don't stress out. I know, easier said than done, right? But we know for sure that worry, anxiety, depression, panic, stress, getting worked up, these things are known to suppress the immune system. So relax. I love the Serenity Prayer. I wish I could quote it, but it says something like this. Let's be concerned about the things we can change. Don't be too concerned about the things we can't, and have the wisdom to know the difference. What Trump is doing, what Pelosi's doing, what our government's doing or not doing, basically, we don't have control over that. What this virus is doing, or whether somebody sneezes in public, we don't have much control over that. Why worry about that? Why stress about that? It's going to stress you and suppress your immune system. So my top number 1 thing to do is get your eyeballs off of the coronavirus. Stop doing so much social media and media, because it's all going to be about the negative, the doom, the gloom, and these things suppress your immune system. We need a strong force field, right? I got to have a strong force field. People tell me, oh, the flu's going around, the coronavirus is going around. And here's my attitude. It's going around. It's going right around me, because I got my bubble up. I got my immune system strong. And what about you? So get your head out of the sand. Be aware of what's going on, but you don't need to be glued to the media at all time. My mother-in-law, and she's on, hi Frances, love you. She loves to send things of funny cats. And they're funny, they're hilarious. So if you want to be on social media, look at silly cats. Look at things that make you laugh. Go back. I know a lot of you are on Netflix. Go back and watch some of your funny movies. These things are known to boost your immune system. That's a double thumbs up. So we need to do things that make us laugh, that make us happy, that bring joy. Okay, we'll talk about some more of these things, but most important, relax. Okay, good. All right, I'm just going to check and see who else may be trying to join, because I thought I heard somebody. Good. We got everybody here. All of you important people are here. Okay, so don't panic. Now, boost the immune system. How can we build a super strong force field? How can we build this pack line that's going to stop things from happening? And what can we do to build up our force field? Hey, I'm a chiropractor. I don't make any apologies, but back in 1918, the Spanish flu, people who saw chiropractors under regular care, they literally went to the chiropractor to get adjusted if they had the flu. There was a 0.25% death rate in those people under chiropractic care. 0.25. What was the death rate for those under medical care at the Spanish flu in 1918? 10% death rate. 10% death rate under medical care, 0.25% under chiropractic care. Make sure you drink enough water. That's important too. So I was going to say, I don't know, there's something to it. Actually, I do know. If you want the research, there is plenty of research on how chiropractic adjustments, which is boosting the brain and the spinal cord, these adjustments have been shown to improve function of the nervous system. The nervous system, the brain, and the spinal cord controls everything. Everything is controlled by that. So we definitely want to make sure we get adjusted. For those of you who are watching, recorded or not, if you can get in here at no charge, just for you, you're going to say, I want the immune booster. Now, don't tell the board. I'm not saying that I'm going to treat coronavirus. We just know through research that getting tuned up in the thoracic spine in this area, and I can do it in under 30 seconds with no cracking and no popping, that's going to boost the immune system big time. Ask me for the research, I'll send it to you. All right, next thing we can do, we're on number 3, right? So don't stress out, get adjusted, okay? Number 3, home therapies. These home therapies, if you're on my program, these home therapies in particular, Rebuilder, like it says right there, the Rebuilder actually helps to improve and boost the nervous system, which we just talked about. So if you're on a program for neuropathy or knees or whatever you're on, make sure you keep up with your home therapies, okay? Twice a day is ideal. If you're already on maintenance, and I've suggested 3 times a week, you can increase it. Go daily, okay? The other one that we find, and there's research on this one as well. By the way, the Rebuilder helps stimulate nerves. It also helps stimulate circulation, which is a good thing. Ding dong, somebody's just knocking on my door. So let's get, who else is here? There you go. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome to the meeting. Okay, so the lights. Many of you have these lights. These are infrared lights. These are awesome, okay? Awesome lights, great technology. These lights actually reduce inflammation. Inflammation has to do with all disease. So it reduces inflammation, and it also is going to stimulate the release of nitric oxide. I'll send you the research on it. It was literally done on the coronavirus. No, not novo coronavirus, the new one. I think this was back in 2013, somewhere back there. They did research on nitric oxide and how it literally helps to stop the production and the replication of the coronavirus. This isn't the first time the coronavirus has been around. If you have these, you're going to take them, wrap it around your knee if that's the program you're on, wrap it around the feet if that's the program you're on. But if you want to stimulate a great way of stimulating your nitric oxide, you can put it right here and on the bare chest. Just lay it right there. It's lights. I'm not treating coronavirus. I'm helping improve your body's own function. Already doing what it's trying to do. We're just helping it to be even better. So those are some great things that you can do. All right. As you can see right here, we have, did I skip? I keep skipping forward. My thumb keeps going forward. Clean diet. Guys, this is the time to cut out things like sugar, dairy, alcohol, anything related with wheat, and any processed foods. Please, I know we're binging on Netflix and all that stuff, but please, this is the time to not go crazy on your diet. This is the time to boost your immune system by not irritating it. It's got enough going on. So cut out the sugar, the dairy, the alcohol, cut it out. Processed foods. We need to be eating really good food. Okay, so protein, if you eat meat, beef, steak, chicken, turkey, fish, venison, pork, my brother just went hunting, okay? All of those things are great, but tons of vegetables, nuts and seeds and coconut, there's lots of foods. These are the foods humans are supposed to eat. So recommending a clean diet, get away from sugary and carbohydrate-y sort of foods. I don't know how to order these or put these in orders, but sleep has got to be among the top 10 and probably closer to top 1. Sleep is critically important. Tons of research on it, but I bet you don't even need the research. Try and lose about 4 hours of sleep, maybe come up with 3 or 4 hours just for a night or 2 and see how you feel. Worn out, down, depressed, not productive. Yeah, your immune system is feeling that too. You gotta get sleep. 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. Okay, who do we have? Somebody else is waiting to get in. Hello there, guest. Welcome. Welcome. I do have you muted for the time being. I don't know who you are, but your phone number starts with 434, and we're glad to have you here. Don't worry, it's all being recorded, so you'll get it. Okay, you'll get all the data. We were just covering sleep, 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. I have 4 teens and young adults. 7 to probably 12. Sometimes they could use more, like 10, 12, 13 hours. They love to get that. But at least 7 to 8, okay? Got to get it. And also, the body loves rhythm. Rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. If you normally go to bed at 10, don't go to bed to 10 tonight and 1 tomorrow and 6 the next day. We love rhythm, okay? So pick your rhythm and just try your best to stick with that. All right. Everybody there? We do have a chat function. I would love to hear from you. Just hit your chat, see if you can find that. I'm a little new to this as well. Hit your chat, say hi, hello, or something like that so I know that we're making sense, or if nothing else, that you're there and you can actually hear me. You know what? This will be fun. Let me unmute you. Look at this power I have. We're going to unmute everybody.
About 10 minutes.
Who's there? Who wants to say hi?
If somebody comes in, it's my pregnant
That sounds like Dr. Jennifer.
Okay.
Hi, Dr. Jennifer. Dr. Jennifer, is that you? Okay. Anybody else there want to pipe in and say hello?
Hi.
Who's that?
Hello?
Say your name. Say your name.
This is Dr. Jennifer.
We got Dr. Jennifer. Who else is there?
This
Hey,
is
I was getting ready to
Prax.
go see somebody to help boost their immunity.
Anna Prax is
Help
here.
them through labor. So I was checking out for a second.
That's okay. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad everybody's here. And this is being recorded. And so for those of you who weren't able to attend, don't worry. We will get all this information to you. So I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody and let's continue onward. All right. Here we go. So back to this one. Immune boosting supplements. I know they may be hard to get, but these are all proven. So you can read it right here, but vitamin C, how much? Everybody's different. If you start taking too much, don't worry, you might get a little bit of diarrhea. You don't have the flu, it just means you're taking too much vitamin C. It's water soluble, you don't really have to worry about it too much. For a guy my size, about 6'1", about 185, I can usually do about 5,000 or 5 grams, 6, 7 grams a day. When I start getting up at about 8 grams, 8,000 milligrams, that's when the diarrhea starts happening. That's when it gets fun. But so yeah, vitamin C around 5,000. Vitamin D3, huge. It's the sunlight vitamin. It's known to boost the immune system. And if you're deficient, and most Americans are, suppression of immune system, suppression of the nervous is huge, majorly important. So those are for sure the top 2 supplements to take. A little farther down, is it on the list where, okay, you guys go, oh, there it is, the number 4 there, L-lysine, known for virus. It helps virus. It's really big time known for cold sores. We get these cold sores right here, which is a herpes simplex virus. L-lysine, really important. I recommend boosting with it. 2,000, 3,000 a day. Some people can take more. We don't take that one forever, okay, but L-lysine would be really important. Vitamin A. Now, here's another one that I think is critically important. This should be a daily pre or probiotic food. The one that we recommend that you can get here at our office, you can get at Rebecca's. I think you can even get it on Amazon. I'm not sure, but the old name was Restore, and they've changed their name to Ion Biome. It's known as a prebiotic. For those of you who are wondering, like, do I have that? It's the large bottle about this big. When you pour it out, it looks like pond water. And some people say it tastes like it, but it's super duper incredible elixir for our gut bacteria. 70% of your gut is where your immune system, no, 70% of your immune system is in the gut. So this gut, the small intestine, the large intestine, the stomach, majorly important. So let's make sure we get that in there as well. Did I say water already? Make sure you get plenty of good, clean water. Okay. Other probiotic foods would be kombucha. Excellent. Tastes really good and fizzy too. Nice alternative for wine or fizzy drinks. Kimchi is another one that's well known. Sauerkraut is also a probiotic. All these things are excelente, excelente. Okay. Supplements. What do we have? So some other supplements that are definitely known to boost the immune system. We got colloidal silver. We've got oregano. Whoops, how did I miss that? Okay, we got oregano. We got olive leaf, andrographis, garlic, onions and garlic. Those go really good. Those are known things to be antibacterial, especially garlic, antibacterial, antifungal, and antiviral. Those things are, go for it. Eat it raw, cook it, whatever, but get these foods in there, okay? Now here's another one in my top 10, and that is called mindfulness. So when we think mindfulness, we usually see somebody meditating. We're going to be like this. We're going to be in our meditative position. We might do things like yoga. Prayer is a good time. If you don't believe or you don't want to do any of those, that's okay. Just be quiet. Just take some quiet time. Take some alone time. Go for a nature walk, and that's on the next one, right? So let's move on into that. Fresh air. If you go out and do fresh air, you're not gonna be transmitting the virus. You're out in nature. And by the way, the CDC recommends that too. So go out for a hike, have a picnic, lay a blanket out in your backyard, put your feet on the earth, relax. Go for a walk in the park. The Ravenna Trail goes all the way around Charlottesville. It's awesome. Biked it the other day. But you can hike it, you can bike it, you can take your dog for a walk, you can go out and just be out there. Most of you are on a self-quarantine, so if you are, get on out there. Walk the neighborhood. You don't have to be close to people, and the virus has a hard time unless we're with close indoors, trapped in. You're trapped in your house. Open up some windows. Get out. Get out. So a couple other things too, and then we'll wrap it on up. Essential oils, we have these going in the office. Thieves oil is well known to help kind of with shielding and helping with our shielding system called the immune system. We have it in the office. It's awesome. Cilantro, frankincense, you probably heard of that. That's biblical. Goes back to baby Jesus' time there. But these are some essential oils, and some of you can chime in and know a lot more than I do. But this would be my top 10 ways of making an unbreakable immune system. So I'm going to open it up. I'm going to unmute everybody and see what sort of questions we have. Oh, Dr. Jennifer asked me to state, for those of you who want to get in and get adjusted for that immune protocol, yeah, just call if you're a member of the practice. Even if you're not, if you're seeing this, just mention it. Get in here. Just call my staff. Can I get in for the immune thingy, the immune adjustment? Okay. I'm not going to charge you. We're all about immunity in the community. I'm happy to help you out. We'll get in. It takes me 10, 20 seconds. It doesn't take long. I don't have to do an exam. It's nice and safe for anybody. We do run thieves oil. We clean any surfaces. We clean them multiple times a day, especially the adjusting tables. We're wiping down between each and every patient. Doctors are wiping our hands. Anybody lays their hand on you, we're wiping and cleaning and washing. So I did want to let you know that. And let's go on down. I think we are at Q&A. So Q&A is the part where you get to ask questions and answers. And I know that we put this on at the very last minute. You only had an hour to be able to get on. But we'll have Dr. Jennifer and Hannah and anybody else has any questions, fire away. Let me just see if we can unmute you. That should work there. So anybody have any questions? You can just speak up or you can use the chat function.
Did you talk about red light therapy?
I did. Actually, Dr. Jennifer, I did talk about the lights that we use for our knee and also our neuropathy program. But here in the office, we're utilizing red light therapy for fat loss. It's pretty phenomenal. We put it together with our weight loss program. But Did you want to talk, Dr. J, about the other benefits of this red light therapy?
Sure. Red light therapy boosts the immune system. It increases circulation, increases that nitric oxide release, decreases pain and inflammation. And yes, if there's excess fat, it does help open up those fat pores and release toxins along with that fat. So it is rejuvenating. It's I have a lot of patients who are doing the red light therapy for conditions like fibromyalgia, neuropathy, joint pains and aches, but also people who have autoimmune, including lymphoma problems as well. Also, people are noticing changes and improvements with migraines, decreased anxiety, and decreased depression. So those are some of the great things that people aren't expecting when they come in to receive the red light therapy necessarily for weight loss, that they're experiencing additional benefits, which of course overall does reduce the stress and anxiety levels, which helps to keep that immune system where it needs to be and also boost it.
Hey, Dr. Jennifer, let's, for HIPAA, we'll leave her name off. We'll call her Maggie. But talk about Maggie, who came in for the red lights, and you know which case I'm talking about?
Yes, I think I do. So I did have a patient who was getting concurrent care for trying to rid her body of Lyme disease under wonderful care of a specialist, local specialist, using Chinese medicine and homeopathy, and he also has a way of testing the level of Lyme that remains in the body and the different tissues. So she had been under care for quite some time, and she decided to, with her own research on red light therapy, to seek out red light therapy treatments in addition to that. So she didn't have any fat loss needed, but she wanted to see what the red light therapy would do. So she did do a course of, we get a lot of coverage here in the office because we have 6 large pads that we can get a lot of coverage, plus the facial dome called the Radiance Dome. So we're getting a lot of nitric oxide release in a 25-minute time period with the pads. And she came in for a series of light therapy sessions, and she went back and got retested through her Lyme specialist, and it is almost gone. And he was very surprised on how much change happened during that course. So even with his amazing protocols, he's not used to seeing that dramatic of a change in the decrease in the Lyme. So yeah, is that the case you were talking about?
It's exactly right. So she also, if I recall, had a lot of fatigue and body pains and joint pains as well. I think I remember.
Yep.
Is that right? Yeah, she was talking about increased energy and just feeling really positive and hopeful, which is really good emotions to have at any time, but especially when we're in the middle of a pandemic. So that was a really cool study that we were really happy to hear. So cool stuff. All right. Well, I think we should wrap it up. Again, we have just a few folks in here, a handful of folks in here today. But for those of you who are watching at a later point, the recorded version, whether you're on Facebook or you're in Zoom and you click on this later, have any questions, just shoot me an email. I'm pretty sure this is kind of new to us as well, but I think you can hit questions in chat and I'll get those. This is something that we're going to be doing more of. I plan on doing these for my neuropathy patients, also for my knee patients, and for our weight loss patients. We're going to have groups where we're going to be able to commune, but farther away than 6 feet, right? We'll be able to commune through technology, through this telehealth care, right? So look forward to more of these. I look forward to seeing you on the screen or on your phone like some of you are here. And Dr. J, anything else to add before we go ahead and wrap it on up? She may have stepped away. So guys, you're awesome. Keep it up. Keep a smile on your face. Be positive. Be hopeful. Relax. To quote Mother Teresa, my favorite quote, "This too shall pass." This too shall pass. So do your very best to boost that immune system. Stay happy, and we'll talk soon. thank you for watching this video. If you like the content, I would ask you to hit the thumbs up button to like it. You can share it with a friend, subscribe to my channel, and please comment below. I will read it and I will respond. Thank you and have a nice day.